Hello everyone, this is Jenny Yetto from the Pixie Post, and I'm back with another moon card reading for the Moon Watch series. We had our full moon in Sagittarius yesterday on June 5th, 2020. This video is a little bit late, but we're still in the full effects of it, so since time isn't linear, I thought I'd bring out the video anyway. Before I get into it, I thank you for watching my channel. Please click like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. It helps my channel grow, and I'd love to have you along for the journey. This moon is very, very intense because we just had our lunar eclipse as well. So it's kind of a crazy time in addition to everything else going on in the world. It's a time for change. That's the big theme for this one. It's a time to look within and see what things we need to work on within ourselves. And that's been kind of an underlying theme throughout all of 2020. But right now, it's really, really important that we delve into that. Because with everything going on in the world, there's a lot of fear, a lot of anger, a lot of hate. But there's also a lot of love and a lot of unconditioning ourselves from what we knew as reality. There's also a lot more awareness as a lot of us are awakening. And some of us are spiritually awakening, and some of us are just waking up to things around us that we used to take for granted and realize maybe this is not what it's supposed to be. So anyway, I guess that is kind of an awakening spiritually, but it's really all in how you look at it in your own perspective. Whatever resonates for you. So as I get into this card deck, I already cleared it over my beautiful candle flame, which I absolutely love. I have to take a moment and share this candle with you from Sweetwater Decor. The fragrance is warm and cozy, and it really does smell like warm and cozy, or what you would imagine that to be. They're handmade. They're also soy-based candles, so that's what I really like because they're clean. They smell good without being overpowering, and it creates a nice little ambiance. So I'm not getting paid for saying that. Just wanted to say how much I love them, and I'm going to be ordering more of those. I did put their link below if you do want to check them out. But anyway, as I get into the oracle card reading, I'm using my normal deck, Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin, Boland. And this is a really nice deck. As some of you may have known, I've been struggling with connecting with my decks lately. This, I will see how it goes. But it's really interesting because it started out this channel with readings, and that was my go-to all the time. And now I think I'm changing within myself, because I don't always feel I have to use cards in order to relay sources' messages. I'm noticing the messages are just kind of downloading or channeling through naturally. And sometimes that's why I don't like to force it if it's not working with the cards. But today I wanted to give it a shot. I feel like the cards can add a little bit to the messages coming through. So here we go. And since it's actually quiet, no neighbors pounding around, no cats invading my house. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, my last video talked about that. So you can see in the link below wherever I put it. So it's just kind of gives you a glimpse of my personal life, and gives people a laugh. But oh my goodness, I'm so glad today's a little quieter. So. All right, so a couple more shuffles, and we'll get into it. Okay, here we go. All right, let's go. Okay, this is a really, really interesting spread here. Okay, the first card is, let me get in the camera. As usual, I always struggle with this part. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. And this is a very positive card because a lot of us right now are seeing old systems falling away. old energy in our own lives that needs to be transmuted and cleared out. A lot of things that we thought was what once was is no longer. Either our perspectives have changed or situations have changed. Awareness has increased, and we actually are starting to feel the push, the gentle push from the universe to make a change. And that's why right now nothing is set in stone. Especially for those of you who are going through this horrible battle that is going on in the world right now. Whether it's a virus, whether it's racism, whether it's the effects of being quarantined for so long, or it could just be something totally separate from that. It could be whatever you're struggling with in your own life. This is to give you a message that nothing is set in stone. What seems dark right now and what seems insurmountable in your life, hang on. Keep going. Keep fighting the fight. Whether it's, just keep doing what you're doing or making those changes or just staying sane in this world, just being, because you are enough and you will get through this. A lot of darkness is coming into the light now. A lot of things are being exposed for what they are. And from this challenging time, good and love is going to come out of this. And that will happen for you as well. Right now is the time to have gratitude for what is going well in your life, who you have in your life, what you know you are, what you can be, and what you're achieving in your life. The more grateful we are, even for the small things, the better our outer reality will be. And while this world seems very angry and very dark and very distressful right now, that is not how the world is. That's not how the world will be. We're all coming out of the sleep that we're in, and we're going to become better versions of ourselves. So when you are to the point that you feel like you just can't go on anymore, or that you're so frustrated you feel stuck, whether it's in the matrix or just stuck in the life you're in, remember, always trust, because things will get better. Nothing is set in stone, and I'm seeing that even in my own life right now. I've been on and off feeling good or feeling stuck. There really hasn't been much in between, and I know that's because I'm going through an energetic shift right now. Some things even I thought are not. I've been reading up a lot. I've been discovering things in my life that I used to resonate with, I don't resonate with anymore. And I was afraid to make those changes because you get out of your comfort zone. Things do get uncomfortable sometimes in order to have a change in your life. And I'll be the first to admit, I am not always great with change. But with change comes better things and a better version of yourself. So just hold on to that. Nothing is set in stone. Things are always changing. That's the way it's supposed to be. But things are going to change for the better. So. Okay, second one. And this is kind of like, really, duh? No kidding, universe. No kidding. Emotions are running high, super moon. And don't worry, I'm not disrespecting anything in the universe or anything like that. And it's almost comical that this card came up. Emotions are running high. And being the full moon in Sagittarius, the emotions will continue to run high. We're being put in a position where we know we need to do something. We know we need to make that change. We know that We're tired of being tired. So this is very, very poetic right now. Emotions are running high. But the lesson is, while your emotions are running high, this is when to ask yourself, are you being reactive or proactive? Being reactive is you have a trigger response, like a default response. It's kind of like you spill your cup of coffee all over the table and you go, oh, okay, that's it. I'm done. My day sucks. Everybody hates me. My world is ending. And I'm laughing because it's kind of absurd that I'm saying that. But to give you a point, not that it doesn't suck, because you do have to clean it up. You do have, it causes a little ripple in your day. But does it really have to be a be-all, end-all type of thing? And being proactive is, you have your feelings. You're going to process. You might have to take a minute not to go, But it's also how you handle it. Being proactive is like, okay, laugh about it, clean it up, do something that brings you joy, and go get about your day. Don't let it color your whole day. And it's not always easy. It sounds easy, but putting it into practice can take some discipline. And it's almost like forming a habit. You have to be mindful about it. You have to remind yourself, okay, am I responding or being proactive here? And after a while, it becomes autopilot, like a habit. So you're just being reminded to be that it's okay to have your emotions, and it's not always sunshine and lollipop land. It's, stuff sucks sometimes. And I'm sorry to be so blunt like that, but it does. I mean, life's a roller coaster. You get the good, you get the bad. But out of the bad, if you can learn something from it or change something for the better, it's not really a totally bad situation. So it's just the mindset and the perspective that you take. And also, I'm being told, also have a constructive outlet for your emotions, because sometimes we're human. Sometimes that may not always work. So instead of getting violent or getting angry and hurting someone in some fashion, go work out. Take it out in the punching bag. Go for a run. Get outside in nature and just meditate a little bit. Or just enjoy the sunshine and the birds and the trees. Root yourself in nature. Ground yourself. Or even just have a cup of coffee with a friend. And just talk with them. Get it out. But whatever you do, use it in a constructive way, or use it to help someone else. Because sometimes we all go through bad things, and we may ask ourselves, oh, why did I have to go through that? Well, it turns out that you end up helping someone else who's in that situation later down the line. We don't always see that, when we're going through the situation. But in hindsight, when we see that, we're like, oh, that's why I had to go through that. Because I had to become the person I am today and learn from that. Now I can help other people realize their truth and help them get through that. And it could be just simply by listening to them and being a friend. Doesn't have to be anything huge. So it's really interesting it's really interesting what a difference it can make being reactive or proactive. So, and I'm learning that it's an ongoing lesson for me, because there are times I'm reactive. I'm not perfect. None of us are. But I'm trying to be more mindful in that, and I notice the results from that are much more in my favor, as well as everyone else around me. So, just remember. Okay, and the third one, take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. That's so important right now. Everything is so so intense and so high gear and so fueled. And it's totally understandable. But sometimes we're breathing in so much of all that we forget to breathe out. Breathe. It's amazing what breath can do. Just taking a few deep breaths. It can reduce stress. It can reduce the thoughts that are in your head that you may not like. It can reduce a huge fight that would have happened if you hadn't. And it helps clarity to come in. That's why meditation is so powerful, and this breath work is powerful. Even listening to certain megahertz, or is it megahertz? Yeah, megahertz music. You can tell I'm still learning about that. By binaural beats, I can never say that, but just certain songs and music that soothe you and allow you to take a breath. Sometimes things get overwhelming. Turn off the news. Turn off mainstream media. Is pumping poison into all of us and the collective. I barely watch the news anymore. I was watching it a lot when the whole virus thing started, because, we were all uncertain. We didn't know what was going on. I didn't really watch news much before that because I knew it had negative effects. But I was in that mindset, oh my God, I got to find out what's going on. I need to see this all the time because things are changing so rapidly. But little did I know it was detrimental to my mental health. I was so anxious. I just wanted to close myself off from the whole world at that point. And the media helped do that. So once I realized that was the major problem, other than just the normal, understandable health issues, I turned it off. And while I do trading and stuff, yes, I have to see the headlines. I want to kind of know what's going on. 98% of it is either fake or pumping fear. Turn off the news. Take a breath. Step back from all that. Connect yourself with your loved ones. Connect yourself with your own heart space. Breathe out that negative energy. Breathe out what no longer serves you. Because the sooner you do that, the sooner you'll start to feel the positive change. You'll start feeling that hope again. You'll start feeling the glimmer of yourself, your higher self. And that's when the journey begins. Breathe. Because right now, we all need to continue to put our light into the world. Now that the darkness is battling big time with the light, we need to be the light. Because darkness can't exist in the light. And the more light we put out there, the better. But again, it always begins within. That's the only way we can change. The only way we can be the change. So take a breath, do what you need to do, and reconnect with your heart space. I'm around. It's basically reiterating some things that have been in my other videos, as well as many other people's videos, that we need to look within ourselves and we need to do the work. Before it was kind of like, oh yeah, we'll get to that and I'll deal with that issue later. We can't do that anymore. You see what's going on in the world. Is up to each of us to take personal responsibility and work on our issues, work on ourselves, transmute what we no longer need, and start bringing more love, more compassion, more empathy in this world. And it can't work without all of us doing this in one form or another. Now, we're all at different parts of our journey, so it may not look the same for everyone. But the sooner we start doing the little bit of work, even little baby steps in the right direction, that's when the magic will happen. That's when this world will start raising its energy vibration, and when love will succeed. Because love is the most powerful energy out of everything, even out of fear, out of hate. We just need to put that into practice. Well, that's the moon card reading for this time around. I hope you got something from it. I know I certainly did. So the next time will be the new moon card reading, so I'll have a reading for that. And I send you so much love and so much positive energy and pixie dust to all of you. I really hope you're doing well, that you're safe, healthy, and please take care of you, because there's only one of you in this world and we all need your light. Until the next time, to know thyself is to know thy truth. Namaste. Today we're going to be doing a moon card reading. I can't talk. Hello everyone, it's Jen Nieto from the Pixie Post, and I got that stupid pop-up again. I'm not upgrading, you stupid moron. Hello everyone. I don't know why. It's like I'm trying to get through the intro part of this, and I'm laughing like hell, and I can't stop laughing.